What's going on, everybody? Chadley here, and in today's Outriders video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys the build that I've been using for our world record speedruns that I've also been sharing on the channel. If you guys are interested in more gameplay of this build, make sure you guys go check out those runs. But otherwise, this build is going to be fantastic for you all who play co-op, and especially if your friends are using any sort of bullet builds. They are going to love you. You're going to be helping them do so much damage to so many different targets and also single targets. And by far, this is one of the best support builds out there. Also, not to mention, you can actually do damage yourself. So your goal with this build is going to be debuffing a bunch of targets for your teammates and then also killing all of the trash ads throughout the different expeditions. And then that way your teammates can focus solely on the elites and also just in general beefier enemies. Also, at the time of posting this video, I'll be live on Twitch, so hopefully I'll see you guys over there if you have any questions or anything like that. Also, make sure to join up on the Discord if you're looking for people to play Outriders with, and if you do enjoy the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button. But otherwise, let's go ahead and jump right into this build video. So like always with this, we're going to be starting off with our skills. Now, we're going to be using Heat Wave, Ash Blast, and Overheat. So this is pretty similar to our solo Ash Blast Overheat build, but it has some key changes here and there with the mods. As you guys can see, the cooldowns are incredibly low. We have less than 7 seconds on Heat Wave, 12 seconds on Ash Blast, and 4 seconds for Overheat. So with this build, your main combo is going to be Heat Waves, Ash Blast, then Overheat. But in general, since your Overheat is on such a low cooldown, you are always going to be doing this. Every single time you get Overheat, use it. There are several reasons for this. One, it's going to be stunning all the enemies, so they're not doing any sort of damage to you or your teammates. You're going to heal off of it, and also you're going to be doing chip damage. So there's a lot of enemies that you can just passively take out over the course of that area in the expedition that you can just kill by using Overheat over and over and over. But yeah, basically what Heat Wave is going to do is proc Akari for us, Ash Blast to Ash everybody in a very large radius, and then Overheat to consume that Ash and just deal a bunch of damage and take out all those trash enemies. But otherwise, for our gear in our weapons, pretty much the same as always. We're going to be using the Roaring Umbra with Fortress as its second mod. Kinetic Stomp is just really good for just dealing extra damage. It procs every 4 seconds, which is really nice. And also a big thing is it has status power on it, which is going to help our burns. Otherwise, our other two weapons, we're just going to be using things with Moaning Winds and then Fortress. So you can either use the Death Shield with Moaning Winds on it or the Anemoy with Moaning Winds and then Fortress on it. Completely up to you. It really doesn't matter. And then your pistol, just throw Moaning Winds on there. If you guys don't have that, use something like Shadow Comet, anything like that to help out your damage. Now, in terms of armor with this build, we're actually not going to be using the Akari helmet because we want to get our cooldowns as low as possible. So we're going to be using the Akari boots instead of the helmet because these do have cooldown on it. Now, we're obviously going to be losing a little bit of anomaly power, but that's okay. We're still dealing enough damage and we can get our anomaly high enough with our Akari set. So it really doesn't make too much of a difference. Now, another thing to note with these mods before I get into them, in some of these speedruns you saw, I have changed out a couple of these just depending on exactly that expedition and what my teammates are doing. It's all going to depend, but the setup that I'm going to be showing you guys in this video is just a good general starting place. If you guys need to change like 1 or 2 mods here and there to fit your team better and also that expedition better, feel free to do so. But otherwise, on all of our gear that we can actually control, we're going to be doing anomaly power, cooldown, and status power. That's just a given with our anomaly builds at this point. If you want to get a little bit more survivability, you can get rid of status power and go skill leech. Completely up to you. But for our mods, I like to run Ashen Boost. This makes it easier to nuke all of the trash enemies when you do your Ash and then Overheat combo. And then also we're going to be running Burnt Out so you can debuff those single targets and help your teammates deal even more damage. Now for our chest piece, we're going to be using the Akari chest piece with Detonator so we can get that Overheat as low as possible. And also we're going to have an extra charge of Heat Wave for more debuffs and also more Akari set procking. And then on the pants, we're going to be using the Akari pants, and then we're going to keep Anomaly Echo on there, and then we're going to be throwing Death Sentence. That comes from the Torturer's helmet if you were looking for that mod. But I know it says your weapon damage and anomaly damage, but it will influence the damage that your teammates do to those targets as well. So overall is a fantastic debuff skill for you and the entire team. And then on our gloves, we're going to be rocking Pants on Fire. That's going to increase the chip damage that we do to enemies, considering that we're always procking Overheat pretty much every single chance we get. There's pretty much all the time you're going to be hitting enemies that do not have a status on them, so it's not going to be consuming anything and you're going to do that extra damage. And then the other big thing that's going to help out you and your team is the 3rd degree mod. So you're going to increase the weapon damage dealt to enemies affected by overheat, which is pretty much the entire map. So when you guys are running with people using like blighted or twisted rounds, anything like that, they're going to be doing extra damage to them. And then finally on the Akari boots, we're going to keep Master Consumer on there, and then we're just going to throw on Ash Range and just be able to affect as many people as we possibly can with our Ash Blast for death sentence and also for nuking the targets with overheat. Now in my case, I didn't really need burnt out, one because it was very hard to apply it to a lot of the enemies that my teammates were killing at range, and also they were doing enough damage anyways. So for a couple of the expeditions, I specifically took off burnt out, and then I would throw on like Phoenix Force to help with my mobbing. Considering this lasts for 8 seconds, I could actually get a second overheat off and be able to gain that benefit of the increased anomaly power. And then also in certain expeditions, I was running Sunburnt instead of Burnt Out, and that way I could more guarantee that I was going to nuke those trash mobs that I affect with my Ash Blast and then use Overheat on. But once again, it's going to completely come down to you and your team composition and also what expeditions you're running, but feel free to change out any of the mods as you guys see fit. And finally, looking at our skill tree, it's pretty standard for the Ash Overheat setup. So we're just going to go bottom tree. We're going to grab Wildfire for the cooldowns. We're going to grab Extinction for the extra damage, with Fire and Anomaly for boosting our Anomaly. We're going to get Phoenix Nestling, so we get that free revive in case we end up dying, and that way we don't really hurt our team. Grave Ablaze for the extra damage for our overheats and stuff. And then with our last 2 points, we're going to go grab Marble Orchard up here and reduce the cooldown of that Ash Blast even more, because that is a huge part of this build and it's going to help you and your team deal a lot more damage. But otherwise, this build is super easy to use. Like I said, just always be using Overheat when you can, and also Ash Blast into large groups of enemies, or if you need to take down specific elites very quickly. And then obviously using your heat waves to debuff if you're using Burnt Out, or also in general just proccing up your Akari stacks. But I am just going to leave you guys with some gameplay of this build being used so you can get a better idea of exactly how to use it. Like I said at the start of the video, if you have any questions, make sure you come over to Twitch. I'd be happy to answer anything over there, or if you guys just want to come hang out. Also, make sure you join up on that Discord, and also consider subscribing to the channel if you enjoyed this video and want to see more Outriders content. But anyways, hopefully you enjoy the gameplay. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you in the next video. See ya.
It's a hot reset.
Good. Okay.
It's like 6 seconds.
No, fucking do it. Oh, that was good. Nice alpha there.
That was really smooth, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's gonna be very, very close. I don't know. That didn't feel very good.
Yeah, no, it wasn't very good. That's kind of a problem.
The turret throws take so long in this game, man.
Tell me about it.
Ruining my speedrun times. Bro, this game's scuffed right now.
Yeah, not hitting for 2 mil.
I just shot that guy in the head 5 times and I got no headshots there, no crits.
Oh, welcome to my life.
Oh, is that the Garwood life? I don't want to be part of it. This guy's saying I'm using an aim assist on my mouse and keyboard. Yeah, be playing with me.
Yeah, literally just focus on alphas here. I will pretty much one tap
Well, I'll focus on whatever dies to a non-blighted.
Garwood without blighted? You're kidding.
Who would have fun?
There we go.
God, not having blighted.
Charlie's just up in these guys' faces.
Garwood, favor the moving on point.
Yeah, okay.
I'm
I get it. I'm useless.
Oh, we're not there. On bad boy.
That's still not bad, actually, though.
Just don't miss, forehead.
Just don't miss for it.
Just don't miss.
Use aim assist on PC, Garwood.
Oh, right, yeah. Let me just.
So you're doing wrong.
Right.
Nice. I can clear that left bird pretty easy, and probably the middle one. Oh, that was good.
Bird spawning. Frozen.
That thing just got clapped.
Yeah, we both kind of looked at it, kind of cried.
Bird above you, Garvin. Nice. Alpha, alpha, alpha.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if we get a very class. So kill the fatty and then just immediately turn around and start focusing everything else. I will get everybody behind it.
We're
Guaranteed.
getting everything behind it. I'll just turn around then. He'll just kill Faye.
I don't know. He's kind of beefy. I'd focus him. I don't know.
Yeah, let's just get him out the way. Yeah, he's a beefy boy. All right, good. Perfect.
I got alphas just running away from me right now.
Let's go, baby.
Alpha on me, on me, on me. Oh, wow, we did it. I like.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we did it. That we did 23. We got 523.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
24.